Yerp, 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 yerp. Salute, 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 salute. I don't know who's in the building. Hopping on. I was going to not hop on. I don't know who's in the building right now, but salute to you. Definitely going to build on this boxing. Got a lot going on right now. Hold on a second. Let me get my screens all together. Wifey, salute, Miss Rain Drewski. Buenos dias, Drewski Kalia World. Hey, how you doing, Queen? All right, all right. 2 cents. What's good? What's good? What's good? Yeah, man. I had to hop on, man, and build a little bit, man. I'm thinking Blue might be doing the main event tonight. We'll see. You know, he'll reach out to me. I know we've seen a couple of fights thus far. There's been a couple of fights thus far. Looks like we're about to jump into Rohan Polanco versus Jean Carlos Torres. I'm really wanted to come in around this time. Thought I wanted to see Jared Anderson. Man, shout out to Keon Davis. Keon really just settling into who he is, right? Like you can see the huge leap in, like he's gotten way more comfortable in that. He's not playing with these opponents. I mean, he came in that ring with a mission. Immediately knew he was gonna beat up that body and just break that dude down and get him out of there. He wasn't gonna play around with him. He's making statements with finishes like that. So shout out to Keon Edwards. Jared Anderson. Yeah, right. Jared Anderson, guys. Can we be honest about that? Jared Anderson is about through. Yeah, Jared is about through. Like he was so disenchanted. I mean, that was what it was all about with Jared, right? Shout out to let me see. 2 cents says thanks for the GH interview, Clay. That joint was dope. Yo, 2 cents. Thank you, man, for putting that in his head about the interview. I wasn't even thinking about it. You know what I mean? But I've thought about interviewing Greg and always wanted to kind of build with him. He knows that. So that was definitely an opportunity to kind of build with him and just kind of get the story out there. I don't feel like anybody really captured the whole energy of his whole movement from becoming a boxer to, a trainer to a content creator, and even to the point what happened with Brian Norman. So I appreciate you plugging me in there, man. Thank you, 2 cents. Keon looks sharp as shit. Yeah, 2 cents. Keon just separating himself. He's saying, listen, man, I know I'm a prospect, but I got a brother who's right now getting ready to fight a championship tonight, 12 fights into his career. I'm not saying I'm looking for a championship right now, but I'm definitely not playing with my food. Like, if you ain't supposed to be there in the ring with me, I'm not going to leave you in there with me. And that's the way you got to approach the situation when you're in the position he's in, being behind his brother, having that momentum that his brother's building for him. You got to take advantage of that, right? And he's a big welterweight. So he has to take advantage of that. Shout out to Warlock Box. I appreciate it, man. Let me see here. What Leah said, nobody believes me, but I think that Crawford's going to win over Canelo. Somebody told me that I was delusional, but I'm not. Kalia, listen, I'm right there with you. You already know. I think Terrence is definitely going to win that fight. I think it's going to be a hard fight. He could definitely lose it, but the way they're trying to act like he's going to get steamrolled, you're going to have to show me. You're going to have to show me. I just don't believe it. I don't know how anybody could bet against Terrence. Yeah, man, look, Polanco in the ring, first round. We 2 minutes, 28 seconds left in the first round, and Polanco's doing what he does. I like Rohan Polanco. I like him, man. You know what I mean? He's a little flat-footed at times, but, like you see him sitting there in that shell. He really knows how to catch you on the inside. He really reminds me of like a cross between like a look at him. You already got him. Boom, straight right hand. Put him down. Put Torres down. Because he stands there. He sits in that shell and he doesn't give up. He doesn't give up position. So he's flat-footed and he generates a lot of power inside those short punches. He's going to get this guy out of here. Polanco's definitely, he's number 13 right now in the WA. Here he is. He's bombing. Torres is shelling up. He's bombing. He's bombing on Torres right now. Torres doesn't even know what to do with it. Torres can't let his hands go because he's thinking about what's coming back. He's definitely thinking about what's coming back. Polanco able to generate a lot of power and a little bit of space because he's flat-footed. Look at that left hook. Boom, over the hand, right hand. Boom, tight left hook. Over the hand, right hand again from Rohan Polanco. Boom, right hand, over the hand, left. Man, listen, man. Pinning him against the ropes. Just pressuring him, standing there and daring him to throw a punch back. Very almost like James Toney, right? There he goes, overhand right. Over the hand right. As Torres tries to clinch and tie him up, but it's not working. Polanco this guy's not supposed to be in the ring with him, and he's not going to allow him to stay there He's gonna have to earn the right to be in the ring with him. Polanco knows what the assignment is. He's trying to make a statement and trying to get. Look at Torres. Torres trying to just shut. This is a horrible place. A horrible place for Gene Torres, man. Gene Carlos Torres in a horrible place right now against that rope. Don't make any sense. Let's see here. Polanco's the real Berlanga, 2 cents. I mean, he's from the Dominican Republic too, right? So I don't know if he's a real one. Let's see if facts. He got torque on all his shots, right? 2 cents. Already dropped Tommy for sure. Keon is the whole problem at 47. Yeah, 2 cents. Keon is a whole entire problem. He's a big 147 pounder, man. And if he's anything like his brother, and rumors are they're saying that he's actually the best out of the Davis brothers, but you know how they do. They're gonna always make the younger brother sound like that. But he brings that height, he brings that power, he brings that athleticism. He's good at selecting his shots. You saw how he committed. Whenever I see a young boxer commit to the body the way I saw Keon Davis commit to the body tonight, that always impresses me. It really does, because it shows you he has poise, he has patience, and he has IQ, as well as all the power and the athleticism. So yeah, we're at the end of round 1. I'm shocked that Jean Carlos Torres even made it out of that round. But they're trying to talk him, and I would assume they're talking Spanish, but I would assume that they're saying you got to let your hands go and you need to stay off those ropes, right? That's what I would assume they're saying. I don't know what they're saying. You know what I mean? Shout out to Fight and Work. Right, bang. He leveled up. He actually leveled up. He saw the level up. And I'm going to tell you, I was expecting him to do that. I expected him to level up in this fight, because in all reality, the last fight he had, he could have gotten that guy out of there if he'd have been a little bit more, I don't want to say offensive, but he was kind of like being patient and kind of keeping his hands home a little bit. But he's not going to play with his food. You're going to see how he's going to move forward. You're going to have to show him. You're going to have to hurt him, hit him with something to change that pace. He's going to push that pace on you for sure. All right, we at the top of the second round here, 15 seconds into the second round. Polanco doing what he does, man, just sitting there in that shell, standing his ground. Boom, caught him with an overhand left and put John Torres down again. Torres looking like he's going to have a hard time with this one. We had a 6 count, 7 count. Torres bouncing on his toes, trying to show that he can make it. Looks like he'll keep fighting, but Polanco is just letting off on him. There they go. They meet at the center of the ring. Polanco feints, jumps in with a left hook. Torres catches on the gloves, right hook to the body, overhand left over the top of the gloves right there. Torres just sitting there. Very James Toney energy right here. A lot of James Toney energy from Torres. Just kind of sitting there, just catching these punches and just timing them. Boom, over the hand right. He's crying. Torres crying about getting hit in the back of the head. Ref said stop crying like a little, Yeah, salute PGH, big dog. Salute, King. Big baby rolls the jab and drops his hand too much. Fight bangs. Big baby is done. Big baby is done. He had a horrible night. He looked disenchanted. He was very uninterested in what his corner had to say. He looked out of shape. Bad news for Jarrell. Oh, you talking about Big Baby Miller? My bad. I wasn't even thinking about that. Boom. Polanco catches him again, has him on shaky legs. Oh, man. Beautiful uppercut, overhand left. Ref says, we got to stop this. We got to stop this. Ref gets in front of that, stops it, man. Yeah, man. Listen, Rohan Polanco is the truth. He's the real deal. He's really him. Number 13 in the WBO sanctioning body right now. I would assume that he's going up. Wouldn't be shocked if he gets ranked in the other sanctioning bodies. 15-0 tonight. Listen, man, they're gonna have to get this kid some real competition. And this is how you do it, right, guys? You do it like this when you want to make statements and you want to get up in the rankings and you want to get yourself in some title eliminators. You want to fight some top 10 guys. You make whoever gets in the ring with you look like they're not supposed to be in the ring with you, right? Who did Polanco fight last time? He did the same thing. I'll tell you that right now. He made waste of the guy. Marcelos Nicolas Lopez, same thing. TKO'd him in the 6th round. That guy just gave up. Literally took a knee like 2 or 3 times in that fight and just pretty much gave up. Polanco did the same thing to him. His last 3 fights, to be honest with you, he's just been running through these guys. Decent little knockout ratio, 15-0 tonight with 10 knockouts. Yeah, look out for Rohan Polanco. Definitely look out for Rohan Polanco. What we got going on in here? Let's see. 2 cents. 2 cents says, I like how Keyshawn was using his forearms to keep his distance and stay tall. Yeah, man. Very impressive. Like, you can clearly see Keyshawn is getting some good work in the gym. You're coming out that camp. Listen, that Terrence Crawford, Shakur Stevenson, Bomac, Keyshawn Davis, that camp is putting out real good quality fighters. I mean, don't let Jared Anderson put a bad name on that camp. He's just a big heavyweight, and, you know, he doesn't really want to box, let's be honest. At least it doesn't look like he does. But Keyshawn's coming out from, he's got a lot of pedigree around him, man. I'm expecting good things from Keyshawn Davis, man. Clay, why you got the odds, man? Did I do something? 2 cents, why I got the odds? Let me see. Top Rank knows how to build and highlight their prospects, for sure. For sure, 2 cents. That's a fact. Look at that, man. Overhand left, uppercuts. This left hand up. I mean, this is crazy, man. Oh, you talking about Big Baby Anderson? Yeah, he done. Yo, Bang, he's done, bro. He's going to have to show me he done. He done, bro. He done, man. Salute, Fight Sport Talk. What you think about Rohan Polanco? Rohan Polanco. What you think about him, man? Because you said Big Baby was done. Listen, man, it is what it is, man. Did you see him? Exactly. He was out of shape. I mean, how you going to be out of shape on your comeback fight? He's not interested in the sport. He's on the couch, man. They're forcing him to be in there. He stood in there like he was there to get a check. His corner was, I mean, who's his corner, man? Who's training him? Who's the dude with the pink suit with the do-rag? And who is that guy? Prince something? I don't know what his name is, but I never even heard of that guy. You were just with Sugar Hill. What happened? You was just with Sugar Hill. How'd you end up with that guy? Nah, man. He cut the budget. Man. He's trying to put more money in his pocket, and he's giving up on boxing, man. He was literally the second fight. He went from being a headliner to being a second fight on Keyshawn Davis's card on the prelim. Abdullah Mason's ahead of him. Rohan Polanco was ahead of him. Keyshawn Davis, who was only on his second fight, was at a higher spot on this card than Jared Anderson. I wonder if Jared Anderson was upset about that. Maybe that's why he performed that way. Maybe he was throwing a hissy fit in the ring. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe he was throwing a whole hissy fit in the ring. You know what I mean? And not motivated because he expected to at least be on the main card. I don't know. How you gonna be on the main card with who was he fighting again? Mario Calais. That dude couldn't even keep his pants up. So I don't know what he was expecting. Couldn't even keep his pants up. You see Shushu, the interview with Shushu, guys? Yeah, Shushu's making moves, man. I'm telling you, keep your eyes on him. He's doing what he's supposed to be doing. Let me see here. Bang said, I think that had a lot to do with it. You think so? Yeah. Well, look, Bang. You're fighting Mario Calais. We don't even know who that dude is. And look how he performed in front of him. You think he made a statement? You would have thought that would have motivated him to make even more of a statement to show Top Rank, y'all got me messed up. And he sat there and went a whole entire 10 rounds with this dude. This dude was catching him with left hands. He was lethargic. He was slow. He had a little dad bod on him. He had no motivation, no passion. Nah, man. Jared Anderson, you ain't going to do it that way. You ain't going to do it that way. Polanco, Fight Sport Talk says, Polanco looks like a serious aggressive threat. He is. You know, and especially for this 147-pound division that is just beginning to build back up, he's going to find a place in that division. You know what I mean? You got Ryan Garcia going there, Devin Haney going in there, Teofimo supposedly be going in there. Then obviously you got Boots there. You got Brian Norman Jr. there. Obviously all the champions, Mario Barrios and Stanionis. All those guys are in the division. I would say Boots, we don't know. Maybe he might be leaving soon because he looks like it's getting harder and harder for to make that cut. But you know, that division's looking for some breakout stars, and Rohan Polanco looks like he's definitely somebody who can check the boxes. Let's see here. Fight Sport Talk said Jared Anderson is the epitome of a hype job. Man, you know, I can't even push back at that, Fight Sport, but I think just more importantly with Jared Anderson, he's just mentally weak. That's what his issue is. When he was on his driving his momentum and he was him and he believed in himself and, you know, everybody loved him and he seemed unstoppable, he had a momentum he was carrying. You saw a lot more athleticism from him. You saw a lot more power, a lot more passion, a lot more determination for these fights to turn out a certain way. But, you know, Martin Bakole definitely took the steam out of his train. And to be honest with you, Charles Martin really exposed that. This guy really is easy to hit. You just got to stay in the paint and not be worried about what's coming back from him so much. He really kind of just, and that obviously that conversation he had with Roy Jones Jr. kind of said it all, right? I think we got Abdullah Mason getting ready to come back up here. I'm interested in seeing the adjustments that Abdullah made. And what adjustments am I talking about? Because Abdullah is the truth, but I am looking to see him be more patient in this fight. I'm looking to see Abdullah be way more patient in this fight. Let's see if he can, you know, just have some poise, get these rounds in, take his time, you know, get some rounds in. He doesn't have to get this guy out as quickly as his other fights. We know who that part of Abdullah Mason is already, right? We know he stops people. We know he's an explosive fighter. But tonight, take advantage of the opportunity to show us the poise, to show us the IQ, right? Be real cerebral tonight. Don't be over aggressive. Be a thinker in the ring tonight and take your time. I want to see this young guy mature in the ring tonight, right? I want to see him mature in the ring tonight. That's what I'm looking to see from Abdullah Mason. Boom, boom, boom.
Perfect time. What up? What up? Salute everybody.
Let me see here. Richard Torres, fight that tall Italian. Big step up. He is ready. Who you want to see Richard Torres fight? Tall Italian. What you talking about? New people moving. 2 Cents says new people moving in the neighborhood at 147 for sure, man. Let's see if Fight Sport Talk said if Palenko could get past Boots' jab and rip that body, it would be very interesting. Palenko is there. Palenko is going to give us some good fights. He's going to be part of some good fights. He don't love the sport. He just hustle for bro. Yeah, man. Fight Sport Talk. Agree, bro. He's very mentally weak. Even when he has undefeated, he was target practice for a washed-up Charles Martin who had no training camp. Talk about it. Talk about it. You know what I mean? Talk about it, man. Yeah, Jared Anderson embarrassed himself tonight. He embarrassed himself. And then he walked out the ring when the fight was done all fast. He knew he did. He knew he embarrassed himself.
Crazy work, man.
He definitely embarrassed himself. He definitely embarrassed himself. Abdullah Mason in the back. Listen, man. I want to see the adjustments tonight, man. I want to see the maturity, man. It's time. It's time because he's almost there. He's almost there, man. It's time. It's time to show Bob Arum. It's time to show the world why it's time to remove me from the prospect conversation. And, you know, let's go ahead and bring me into the contender conversation because I'm really a whole threat out here for this whole entire 135-pound division. Maybe not going to get in there with Tank no time soon. Maybe not even Keyshawn and Shakur. But I definitely need to get at these top 10 fighters. I'm ready for top 10 fighters. And we know that the power is there, but like I said, it's the maturity there, it's the patience there. Is the patience there?
Salute Fight Sports Talk.
I didn't see Nico Walsh. How do you do? I did not see it. Was he bad? I didn't see Nico. Typo Torres finna fight that tall Italian that just beat that big ass Russian hype job. A tall Italian. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I know who you're talking about. Oh God, I know who you're talking about, Bang. I know who you're talking about. I just can't. I know who you're talking about. That's who he's fitting to fight next, right? That's who Torres is finna fight. Yeah. Ali got cooked? What, he got stopped or something? 2 cents, he got cooked? Oh, he lost a split decision. Yeah, Nico Ali, Tank talked about those fighters who don't gotta fight. Boxing is really a struggling man sport. It's a sport that you need that drive to be the best you can be, some struggle, some adversity. Obviously Nico Ali Wash coming from a pretty well-off family. He's just not gonna he don't got to do this. So the question is, will he do it? Because there's gonna be a point in time where it gets so hard that the only reason you're gonna be able to do it, or the only reason you would do it, is because you have to, right? That when it gets so hard that you won't do it unless you gotta do it. So Nico Ali, Xander Zayas is gonna have to show that tonight as well. I think Slava Spomer is gonna kind of like take him into that conversation tonight. Slava Spomer is gonna have Xander Zayas have a conversation with himself tonight, and he's either going to answer the call or he's gonna fall short. Yeah, big step up, Bang. You're right. Big step up. Salute, Warrior Class 3. Salute, 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 salute. Yeah, I do expect Abdullah Mason to make waste of Manuel Haime. I do expect him to do that, but I want to see him do it with style. You know what I'm saying? I want him to be cerebral tonight. Man, guys, we were talking about Abdullah Mason before, and I was saying that Abdullah Mason has a lot on his plate, man. But I think it builds him. He's such a serious person. You see him. He has a certain seriousness about him, a certain intense maturity about him for his age. And I think that's because he has a lot. He's surrounded by a lot of brothers and his father, and they living in that small home together. They really getting it out the mud, man. And it's either going to make him or break him. And right now, it looks like it's making him. It looks like he's just this focused and just, not distracted person. He's not thinking about anything else, not thinking about relationships with females. He's not thinking about hanging out with his friends, his best friends, or his brothers and his dad. Real insulated energy that's all really focused on him being who he needs to be to get his family to the next level, right? And I'm not going to say like poverty, but I'm going to say that let's step it up. There's 6 of us living in a home that doesn't look like it has 6 bedrooms, if that makes any sense. 6 of them living in a house that don't look like this. The house don't look like it got 6 bedrooms in it. You know what I'm saying? So, he's got a lot of motivation to do what he needs to do.
Yep.
L Dub was good with you, man. Yeah, 2 cents. Xander showing levels tonight. That's what I'm expecting him to do, man. He's definitely gonna get tested. You know what I mean? Xander's gonna show. I think Sloma's gonna push into that limit. I think, like I said before on the show, I'm low key. I wouldn't be shocked to see a Serhii Bohachuk, Virgil Ortiz type of fight. I wouldn't be shocked because I think if you guys watch Slower Spoma's highlights and you watch his fights, he gets in there. You know what I mean? He talks shit in the ring. You know what I'm saying? He does it all. You know what I mean? Xander's either gonna back down from that, and we're gonna see him kind of like tuck his tail in, or he's gonna stand up to that. And what we're gonna see is we're gonna see two undefeated guys determined to walk out of this ring undefeated, make the other guy show him why he should respect him and why he should back up, and that's going to turn out into some real good boxing for us as boxing fans. That's what I believe could happen. Who knows?
Okay.
What do you think?
That. I think he definitely has to do that.
Right? He'll get exposed. He's gonna get presented with the opportunity to show that he can handle that. Play salute. Would you like to see Vargas, Davis, and Mason brothers mix it up in the future? 100%.
Why not?
Of course.
It's a great story.
Yeah. Which Davis are you talking about? You talking about Keyshawn? You talking about
Keyshawn? Like Davis versus Vargas. Like,
right. I know, but I'm saying as far as the Davis is, because I'm assuming he's talking about Keyshawn. But I'm saying, hey, man, Emiliano Vargas is fighting at 140 pounds right now, right? Keyshawn probably will head up to 140, but Emiliano might go up to 147. I don't know, man. That fight might look real good between Emiliano and Keon. Keon looked good tonight, man. Keon looked real good tonight, man. I don't think I think Emiliano's further ahead in his career, so I'm not expecting him to fight. This was only Keon's second fight, but damn, he looked good tonight. I'd love to see them fight, and the Mason brothers. I'd love to see them all mix it up, man. I'd love to see him mix it up. 2 Cents says Xander will show he's a talent level above. I think he calls out Virgil soon. Man, listen, what I expect is I agree with you, 2 Cents. I would think that he has a great performance tonight, and I wouldn't be shocked if you didn't see Xander Zayas in Riyadh next week. How about that? How you like them apples? I wouldn't be shocked to see him in the building. You know what I mean? I don't know if it's a call out the winner between Virgil and Madrimov. I ain't gonna say that, but I could see him in the building. And Bob saying, hey, Turkey. Yeah, man. You should holler at him. Do something with him. I'm not saying put him in there with Virgil or Matt, but he could do things. Did you see what he did with Slower?
Okay, so I don't know. It depends how this go.
Let's see. Xander will show he's a talent level above. I think he calling Virgil to all three families would be a good mix-up for sure, Jannard. For sure. What happened here, man? Did it switch over to the main card? Is that what's going on?
Don't even know.
Did your ESPN stop?
Huh? No, it's still going. But usually that happens when they do switch over.
Yeah, it's back on now.
I'm in commercial break.
Yeah, that's what I got now, but it was giving me issues before. 2 Cents. I like that take, Clay. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I can see it. I can see him right over there in Riyadh next week, depending on how this fight goes tonight. Just to watch the fight, of course. Just to watch the fight, of course. But maybe, just maybe, personally invited by Turkey Al-Sheikh. Possibly. You know what I'm saying? Possibly.
You about to get invited.
That'd be nice. Be. Warrior Class says not letting me send my super chat. Oh, damn, bro. Say it ain't so.
Refresh it.
Warrior Class. Yeah, refresh it. But you know what I'm gonna do though? You can send it to the Cash App. Hold up. That's the Cash App right there. There it is at the bottom, the PayPal and the Cash App. That's diabolical that they will play with my super chat. Let me see here.
Let me see.
It's working over here.
I was gonna say, let me find out. Yeah.
Let's see here. Mr. Jannard Hill says, is Norman Sr. and Hackett fighting tonight or tomorrow, Clay? Norman Sr. is fighting on March 29th. That's gonna be on the Sandy Ryan Michaela Meyer card, same card as Shushu Carrington and all them on March 29th. Hackett, as far as, are you talking about Jalil Hackett or are you talking about Greg Hackett? Oh, you're talking about Norman Sr. I'm sorry, bro. I'm thinking Norman Jr. Yeah, Norman Sr. and Greg Hackett are fighting tomorrow night. That's going to be on BOK Prime, $5.99. I'm sorry, I completely forgot. I don't even act like I did, but I really did forget about Senior and Hackett fighting. Oh man.
Right.
Shout out to Pitt City. Sent me some love on Wednesday. I didn't realize it. Sent me $5, man, for support through Cash App. Yeah, man.
He's good dude, man. I was rapping with him over on Dr. Brock's channel a couple days ago. Might have been Ryan channel. I'm not sure. It was one of them.
I gotta check my Cash App more often, man.
Oh, matter of fact, I'm lying again. It was on the Queens of Boxing channel. Me and him was rapping in the chat.
Oh, let's see. BOK Prime, $5.99, 7 p.m. Hackett Norman tomorrow for sure. RC, what time the main event? Good brothers. Are you talking about tonight? Probably around 11 o'clock.
Listen, man, Top Rick got to stop doing all these long breaks, bro, in between fights.
Now look,
better not come out awkward and just be like, yo, and Abdullah Mason just start laughing. I'm telling you, I think he's gonna box him a little bit, try to get some rounds in. I clearly, especially that conversation I seen with behind the scenes with Shakur.
You talking about Abdullah?
Yeah,
Abdullah's gonna box tonight. I expect him to. I was talking about that earlier. Just the poise, and I want him to be more. I expect him to be more cerebral tonight. He's already shown the world with what 5, 6 straight knockouts, 7 straight knockouts. He's already shown the world who he is. When it comes to that tonight, if he goes cerebral and just takes his opportunity to box this guy, Manuel Haime is going to come forward. You know, he's gonna be a little cautious. No, he's gonna know that he's not supposed to play around with Abdullah.
Yeah,
he's gonna know that.
No, see, maybe.
$14 knockouts out of 16 fights, man. That dude this kid is the truth. I'll be honest with you guys. When they gave Moses Atuma Prospect of the Year, I was a little disappointed in that. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I appreciate what Moses Atuma did. I didn't I thought Abdullah Mason clearly earned that Prospect of the Year, but I know how they feel about the heavyweight. So yeah, Manuel Haime got that good eye contact.
You hear me?
What?
It'll be an interesting fight because you have a larger fighter, a 140-pounder in the ring that rehydrates, well, probably 152. So it'll be a good test for Abdullah. And I'm pretty sure Abdullah's coming in a little heavy too. He's probably coming in around 140, probably like a 7-8 pound difference, if not 10.
Yeah, Abdullah steps. They both take center of the ring. Abdullah steps out, of course, in that southpaw, and Manuel sitting orthodox. Abdullah sitting on that jab, taking his time, moving around, bouncing around. Yeah, I'm telling you, way more cerebral, taking his time. He's not going to rush this one. He's feinting. Abdullah feinting the jab, taking his time, moving around the ring. Allowing Manuel Haime to see if Manuel wants to initiate anything. Haime being very cautious, the same way he kind of was with Rolly. There you go, steps in, Haime chasing him around, and Abdullah stepping out to his right and just showing that there's levels of this game.
God, bro. They need to get the Rolly look out the world, bro.
Abdullah Mason turns over back to an orthodox, right? No, he's back. He's still on southpaw. Sorry. Oh, nice straight jab catches Manuel right up the middle. Yeah, just standing on that jab, and there he goes. Abdullah tries to throw a straight left to the body, taking his time, controlling the distance on his fight. Stabbing, good jab, straight jab, Abdullah Mason right up the middle. It looks like the jab is going to be the highlight, the main course of this fight right here. Manuel just trying to like. It looks like Manuel's trying to time him, but really just following him off. Abdullah almost walked him right into a left hook uppercut. Abdullah Mason with the high guard, allowing Manuel to get a couple punches off, allowing him to get some punches off. Manuel trying to roughhouse with him a little bit, but no luck. Abdullah Mason clinches him, initiates a clinch, back up in the high guard, and just controlling that distance, back on that jab. Straight right hand, right down the middle. Boom. Feint the right hand up top, straight left hand to the body. Almost walked him into another left uppercut. Haime Munguia tries to come over the top. I mean, Haime Munguia, Jesus. Manuel Haime tries to come over the top with a right hook, but Abdullah catches on his gloves, tries to come up the middle with an uppercut. Now, Abdullah's standing his ground. He's standing his ground now. He's not going backwards. He did a good job at moving around, in my opinion, and getting Manuel Haime to kind of like come forward, but now changing it, walking him down on that right hand jab. Oh yeah, straight left hand to the body. Abdullah's just a dog by nature, and he's gonna get in that dog fight. And it looks like, I don't know, it's like, I don't know, man. Mason put in the work. Shout out to RC. Little color for the chat. Appreciate you too, brother. Thank you.
You have a nice left.
Yeah, real nice left. Abdullah trying to walk him into that left uppercut.
Stayed on his toe though. That was a bad anchor move. Man, missed that hook. That's how he got caught last time. He stayed on that back toe. There's no balance. There's no anchor.
Yeah.
He's anxious, Clay. He's still anxious. He sees stuff. He sees the work he can do, but can't end up. Oh, I guess he got the okay. Yeah, they're close. Yo, Jaime has some good combinations though.
Yeah, he looks better. I can tell you he looks better in this fight than he did against Rolly.
Two of the same fighters, bro. It's gonna look awkward.
Jaime doubles up on that jab, on that left jab. Abdullah back to moving around, bouncing around. You know what I mean? Feinting with that jab, straight jab right down the middle. Nice, straight right hand. Boom, nice. Walked him into that left uppercut. He was working on it all night. Jaime takes the knee. Manuel takes the knee. Walked him right into that left uppercut. He was working on it. The whole time.
He leaned into it too.
Yeah. Well, he baited him into it. Him moving around, allowing the Mexican spirit of man. Boom, straight right jab, right down the middle. Wakes him right up. Another straight right jab, right down the middle. Man, jab to the body. It's hard jab to the body again. Work. Yeah. Look. Abdullah's showing. Listen, man. Very defensively sound. Good movement. Gets off the ropes. There we go. Initiates the clinch. You're getting a little too close to me, man. Well, nice inside work. Abdullah Mason with a tight left uppercut on the inside and a left hook over the top. Back to another body shot again on the way out.
He's going to return.
There we go. Turns him around. Nice. Another left uppercut to the body. Another left hook. Woo! Good inside work. Nice check right hook. Nice. Yeah, he's starting to let them hands go. It's getting bad for Manuel. He's completely outclassed. You can see he's having a hard time hanging. He's having a real hard time dealing with it. Straight right hand. Woo! He almost caught him. He almost came in right there with that left hand, but he took his time and pulled back on it. But he's got. You see, the thing about Manuel Jaime that I'm noticing is that when he gets hurt, his instinct is to come forward. And nice little right uppercut by Munguia right up in between the gloves of boom, nice, another nice straight. Excuse me.
Left hook. Nice little sharp left check right on the chin.
Yeah. Straight right hand to the body. Manuel's on alert now. He's on alert now. He's been hurt. He's on alert now. And Abdullah's keeping him so nice. Caught him with a check right hook. Keeping him so honest with the body work. So honest. Man,
yeah. Oh, okay. Some action coming back towards
boom, nice. Straight left hand to the body, right check hook over.
Okay.
Boom.
Separation. Yeah.
Nice straight jab. Boom. Almost walked him into that left uppercut again. Nice check right hook. Caught him again. Let's see. Straight hand, straight jab. That jab is got him going. That jab to the head and to the body is hurting and making Munguia he's discouraging. I said Munguia, sorry. Manuel Haime. I'm just gonna call him Manuel. Is discouraging Manuel to come forward. It's discouraging him, man. He's doing a good job.
I don't think so. I think he's trying to get inside. It looks like he has better shots boxing on the inside with Abdullah Mason. Like he's not afraid to let his hands go in the pocket, and that's what he's doing. As far as the knockdown goes, you know what I mean? It was an off-balance shot. It was a clutch knockdown. It was a good shot, but he put himself in position. You can see right there. He was off balance, crazy, because he's trying to get inside. He leaned into that. Abdullah's picking his shots. He's taking advantage of every opportunity. Haime just doesn't. He doesn't look to. He doesn't know where to go with his defense. Like he don't know to keep his hands tight. You don't know to keep them together. You don't know to keep them low. You just don't know. His footwork is terrible, so it's just making it look easy for Abdullah Mason.
We're going into the top of round 3. Abdullah looks like he wants to get him out of there. Haime looks determined to figure a way out to keep this a mid-range fight. There you go, back to the body. Yeah, he almost caught him with that check right hook. Yeah, Haime just comes forward with his hands up. Haime, oh my God. Yeah, I guess that is his last name. Manuel comes up with that high guard, walks forward, and just walks into a whole lot of drama. There he is initiating a clinch, trying to work on the inside, but it is not working for him. Shout out to Warrior Class. There you go, puts him down. There you go, puts him down. That was destined to happen. Warrior Class 3 says, I got Abdullah Mason for the win, but will his wide fighting stance impact on his defense with more elite fighters, or does he have speedy footwork to keep him out of trouble, fight tall or small? I think that I see what you're saying. It kind of makes it hard for him to move. He kind of like is flat-footed, right? Yep. He's flat-footed, but at the same time, he's still able to move. Yeah, he's got a boom, nice over the hand left. I don't know, Warrior. That was a good take, man. I don't know. He is gonna have to adjust as the competition goes up because he has to be careful. In his division, he's going to, people are gonna be able to take advantage of him. Even like Andy Cruz will be able to take advantage of that. What do you think, Ray?
Exactly. I think he hit the nail right on the head, and I was mentioning that earlier. You can see it. What it does is the wider stance slows him down on movement and his lateral movement, because he has to put his feet together in order to move in place. Where when he has the wider gait that he does, he's getting more power in his shots, but he's not able to get out of the way. So with somebody more elite and somebody faster and stronger, that changes. So we'll see. Adjustments will come. Lessons learned, as they say. Salute, Mr. Lightning. You got Torres, Shoo. I'm looking at the other Abdullah brothers. You got a bunch of people there, man.
Nice, straight left hand to the body. Boom, jab, straight up the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Man, walked him right into a left hook. Nice. Just caught him with a nice straight right hand.
Yeah.
Caught him with an overhand left. Caught him with the right hand. Yeah, listen, man. Abdullah gets hit without a doubt. He gives me a lot. To be honest with you, he has a lot of boots energy.
Yep. Yep. I think I made
lot of
this comparison last time. Absolutely. And that he's trying to
hold
work.
up.
Just like Boots.
Yeah, it is. It did look like Abdullah was a little frustrated with whatever was going on in that round. The father had to kind of like reassure him and let him know like the game plan is working. I don't think he likes getting like, not that he's uncomfortable getting hit, but I think he thought he was going to get hit less, and he doesn't. He wanted to show that he had that defense. You know what I'm saying? And
Yep.
he's seen that he's getting hit, and it looks like it's frustrating him a little bit. But
Well,
the
he gets
father,
hit. He's reacting with great counters. So yeah, yes, he's got too much weight on that back leg, Clay. That's what I was saying. His anchor's off. So you'll see as he turns. You see, there was a nice leap.
nice, hey, put him down with a left hook. Left hook drops him. Straight left to the body. Abdullah going in for the kill now. Nice body work, good body work. But see, now he got in there and exchange, and he got caught with a hook by Manuel. Ooh, nice uppercut right up the middle. Nice straight left hand to the body.
Oh boy.
Nice. He's gonna get him out of there. Good body work. He's working. Yeah, boom, boom. That's it, bro. That's it. They're waving it
He's
off.
done. He's done. He's done. That's it.
Yeah. I don't know
I
why he
seen
stood in there with him.
Yeah, I seen it on the when he punched him in the chest. A straight blow to the chest on the uppercut. That took a lot out of him. And hit him like right in between the it's perfect. Right in the like
Yeah, I
bronchial
see.
area, like right here.
Greg put the
Yeah,
video on for
perfect.
the weigh-in. It's Brian Norman. Yeah, Abdullah Mason, man, just showing that he has that patience. But you see him talking. Yeah, he was disappointed. He's disappointed. He's happy, but he's disappointed at the same time. He knows, but that's a good thing. You know what I'm saying? As a young fighter, to be able to walk away from a victory like that, another stoppage, but still know, like, man, there's still things I need to work on. There's things I didn't like that happened in this fight that I didn't want to happen. I prepared for them not to happen, and they're still happening. He's showing a little bit of frustration with that, which means he's holding himself to a higher standard than just winning the fight. Where people are celebrating him, he's realizing, like, yo, I got to really be better. Yeah, exactly. 2 cents. Yeah, there's some high standards over there in the Mason camp, man. High standards.
Like, I don't think he wanted to exchange with him, but it looked like he left himself like, in order for him to get the opportunities, he had to take one to get one, basically. And him taking a little bit, you know what I mean, off the berries and off the slight adjustments to like cushion the blow and absorb the shots from Noel Jaime's led to also Jaime's demise, because Mason was able to counter those shots with more power. You can see it. Like he literally let him come in, let him throw, and then he countered everything.
Mm. Does Abdullah Mason get contender accolades after tonight? Does he get to be a contender next fight?
Prospect. I mean, Bob said he had 2 fights. I think Abdullah thought he would be a 10 round fight this time, because he said, he went after the year turns, he wants to be in a 10 round fight. Whereas he didn't even he wanted a 10 round fight in December, but Bob told him he's got 2 more fights prior to that December fight before he moves into as a contender status. So maybe he dialed it back, maybe he didn't, based on that performance he had in December.
Let's see what he got to say. Abdullah calling out for belts. Look at Pops. Pops is the same. Yo, they're very stoic family. Not big speakers, not big they don't have the crazy stuff to say. They want to be judged by what they do in the ring. They want to be judged by the results of the work. But you could tell like they're focused on being very humble. But Abdullah got that. It's a team, man. It's the whole team that makes it's everybody. It's the fathers, the brothers. He's insulated. You know what I mean? He's well insulated. Very similar to, who else is like that, who's well insulated? David Benavidez. David Benavidez is well insulated. You know what I'm saying?
I guess. Say so.
He definitely is, bro. He got his kids, his wife, his father, his brother. You see his entourage. He has a team that insulates him from the nonsense. And all he has to do is be a great boxer. You know what I mean? Well insulated.
Listen, Clay, it all comes down to how people follow you. I see the same thing with what's the name? I just think that when you have certain people in your camps or certain people that push your energy a different level, it tends to bring eyes to you. So as soon as somebody starts putting more emphasis on what he's doing or however, they look like they keep him out of trouble and away from certain things.
They keep him grounded.
Right. But it is what it is. Yeah, exactly. So because of that, you're not going to probably find him anywhere that he needs to be. Whereas, just an example, Devin Haney, Floyd Schofield Jr., they're in situations where they're constantly being pushed by their family, right? They're being pushed. They're being
father, right?
Family, you know what I mean? Regardless.
I mean, but family's a lot of people.
Right.
That's the difference. You know
what, okay.
That's what I'm trying to say, right? Like, he doesn't have to look outside of his family for anything. He's, you know what I mean? His brothers cut his hair. When you sort of hear the brother cuts his hair, they all eat breakfast together. They pray together. They move together. They're strong together. They're all in the ring when he's done winning. They're all surrounding him. He has no girlfriend, no funny friends. He has nobody in the boxing game that he just, kind of like Keyshawn and Shakur has that relationship. He doesn't have that relationship with anybody. Mm-hmm. Keyshawn also has that tight circle around him. That's one thing that I give respect to when I look at Bomac's team. They all support each other. They're all one big, huge unit. You could see them everywhere. It's Keyshawn, it's Shakur, it's his brothers, it's Troy. It's, you know what I'm saying? It's those, they're tight and they're always motivating each other and they're all focused and they're all trying to be the best. So they don't have to go outside of that. And then when you add something with Keyshawn Davis, when you add a child to it and you add these little, these other nuances, you add his mother, you add his sisters, you add all those little nuances. He's well insulated. He finds strength in there. And he doesn't have to look outside of that to get the support he needs. Same thing with Abdullah Mason. Same thing with David Benavidez. They all have that commonality between them. You can see it. Floyd Schofield and his son. We don't know what that's going to turn out into, to be honest with you, but it looks borderline toxic. It's not there yet, but it's borderline toxic because it's like just me and you, kid. It's just me and you. Remember when me and you were doing this? You know what I'm saying? Same thing with Tiafimo and his dad. Very toxic. Just me and you, kid. He has nothing around him but his dad ranting. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't have no real like support. So he's always looking for validation. He's always saying crazy stuff on a mic. He's always looking to be, to be recognized. People like Abdullah, David Benavidez, they don't need to be recognized. Right. They don't need it.
Right. And I agree. And what I was getting at is exactly kind of what you were saying, is that because these people look for the clout, as they say, right? They look for the attention, and you got the boxers in those situations seem to be off to the left, and they really don't look for that spotlight, but their names are being brought up constantly, dragged into things. It kind of becomes more effect into the game. And I even see where salute everybody, Warrior Class, JR Spock, Texas. Jonathan 87, Texas. I did see Texas in here earlier. But yeah, I just want to say like Devin he seems to be protected. He has bodyguards that still around him. He has his older brother's always with him to keep him out of trouble. His younger brother Sean's always with him, almost in a similar situation. Only really person out there really promoting is Bill, which is his job to promote. But people just, the cameras follow Devin because of Bill having so much to say and bringing so much attention. When they see Devin somewhere, even when he's not with his entourage and he's with his friends, the cameras are on him. Whereas Abdullah Mason, they don't have that issue because Mr. Mason, salute, doesn't say anything. He doesn't put that out there. That whole interaction at the end just now, perfect. Wasn't even put out there, was nothing said, nothing to be said. So I get what you're saying. You know what I mean? Like one person can really bring a lot of that attention to you unnecessarily, in other words.
Well, I'll tell you this with Devin, right? With that fight with Ryan Garcia, Eddie Hearn commented and said when he went inside that locker room, he said half the people in that locker room he's never seen before. Right? He said he was actually very shocked to see what Devin Haney's locker room looked like, and he felt the vibe that Devin Haney was getting ready to run into some issues.
Yeah.
Where's the insulation? You feel me? Like,
right.
I can never see that happening with Abdullah Mason. I won't see that happen with David Benavidez. I won't see, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna the people around him are gonna be like, you can't come in here. They're gonna keep it the way it needs to be.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
How it should be.
That's why, you know what I mean, where I get into the Hollywood, when I get into the being grounded thing, and when you kind of see where Devin kind of left the ground and he got checked and he got slapped back to the ground. Now I'm expecting him to be have a way smaller team. I think I've heard him speak about it in interviews about, you know, this fight really letting him know who's really on his side and who isn't on his side. But ultimately, at the end of the day, fighters benefit off that. Fighters benefit off of being able to be protected that way. So all they have to do is think about fighting. They don't have to worry about the wrong people being around them, distracted. You know, that's one of the things that makes, that's why I said it's one of the things that just makes like Keyshawn, Shakur, Terrence, you know, Terrence keeps his team around him, his family, his wife, his kids. He keeps those people around him, and he keeps him to where he never has no need to prove himself or validate himself in front of nobody. He's super confident in plain Jane him.
Right. And that's the problem. You have different upbringings, different mental guidance. And what I mean by that is, you know, Terrence was met with a reality check. Unfortunately, you know what I mean, he survived it, right? He was met with a reality check.
Getting shot. Yeah.
Yeah. That changed his life. It was a moment of growth for him, you know what I mean, at a young age. You know, so I get it, Clay. I get it. And a lot of people sometimes need those situations where things could have to change you, or things have to bring different importance of what you're doing. Myself, you know what I mean, growth. We talked about it, you know what I mean, in between me changing in careers and stuff like that. Me and you had a conversation. I'm like, yo, man, time for a change. Can't do this no more. Time for me to go do something that I need to do and get in a better spot. And that's what it is. And then ultimately, you know, we trying to grow this channel to where we can not even have those situations. You know what I mean? But in the meantime, we're doing what we do for our families. It changed. You know what I mean? Everything changes. So I get it. You know, I've always been small circle though, but it's cool. Cut across the grass.
100%, 2 cents.
It'll be an interesting fight.
Dennis Berinchyk just, you know, that the Eastern Europeans are so stoic, man.
Something weird, right? It's like a weird energy.
Right. It's just like you can't sleep on them. You just can't, because they're just not jaded.
It's awkwardness. It's unpredictable. And dedicated and courage. I mean, give them a whole bunch of adjectives to describe their ways of how they perform and everything in this nature, man. It's just a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, JR, Big Baby is a bust. He's done. I'm making that statement. I'm saying it. Unless he changes it up, he's done, bro. He came in the ring out of shape, no motivation, uninterested in what his corner had to say. Bad defense. He was getting clipped with the left hand all night long. It was a horrible opponent. He shouldn't have done that. He walked out of the ring disheartened and discouraged. It was a complete failure for a comeback fight that he was supposed to be making a statement in, that he said he was supposed to be making a statement in. He's completely disenchanted with the sport. You can see it. He didn't even want to be in that ring tonight. And then he's the second fight of the night. This guy goes from like main eventing, right? Having his own cards, pretty much in Keyshawn Davis's position, This is where Keyshawn was on his undercards, right? And now he's the second. He came on behind Keon. Keon has 2 fights, bro. Jared Anderson came on the second fight and then dropped a big goose egg in the middle of the building, a big stinky goose egg. It's not like he was like second fight and he roasted.
Yeah, that could be a discouragement, Clay.
It's hard.
You know what I mean? I'm saying that could be his discouragement. Like, you know what I mean? Maybe he thought he was supposed to be in a higher position on the card and found out where he was scheduled and was like, for real? Like, this is how y'all treating me? Like, so a lot of things to go with that.
What does it say, bro? It says he's mentally weak.
I know, exactly. I was going to tell you, regardless of the fact, you know what I mean, you still perform as your best. You still get back and climb that pedestal. No one told you to go sign that deal with Turkey. You did it. You went over there. Bob probably, wished you the best and told you heard Bob say, I told him not to do it, but he decided to do it. So when you go against your wishes, guess what? Now we're going to have to start from the bottom and move your way back up. And he probably told him that. Once he found out things are what they are, Clay. I don't look into things like that. I think with a couple of different coachings or advice or whatever the case may be, he might move.
His coach was somebody I never Williams. It was a complete, like, this dude looked like he was like 30, 28. It looked like his homeboy was in the corner screen helping. It looked horrible, bro. It was horrible, bro. I mean, did you watch it? Come on, bro. That was horrible. That was horrible. It was hard to watch it, knowing where Jared Anderson came from, and who he was projected to be. To see him perform the way he did tonight was absolutely cringe to watch. And he walked out the ring immediately when the fight was on. You saw him lean in the corner, no type of energy. Come on, bro. Horrible.
This dude crazy, bro.
Yeah, he tries to keep it spicy, man. I wonder what he's gonna do tonight.
Nothing. He came out with a sword last time, didn't he? With the swords.
Did he come out with the sword last time, or did he come out with the Hulk? He came out with the sword. Yeah, he came out with the sword. Yep. Oh, I forgot about that. They're both silver medalists. I know that Dennis was a silver medalist when he went to the Olympics, but Keyshawn too ended up with a silver medal. Silver medalists, both undefeated. Yeah, let's do it. Sell it. Sell the fight, man. I'm glad I don't hear nothing about watermelon and bananas tonight. That's why I'm glad.
Yeah, that and the push, even though Keyshawn was laughing. I seen his interview right after.
Yeah, Keyshawn got 20% of that bag. That's why. They took 20% of Dennis Berincyk's purse for that.
Yep.
Let me see. J.R. Spock says Big Baby needs to get out of his comfort zone and go to a real camp with a bunch of heavyweights. Yeah, that's another thing. You just came from working with Sugar Hill. Now you're working with Rodney that you grew up with in the trap. Like, who was that guy in the corner? It was horrible, bro. There was so many things that you can dissect.
You didn't know who that guy was,
bro. Did you see him?
You didn't notice the guy in the green suit that was doing the tank interview.
Oh, I tell you. Okay, I'm like, what are you talking about? Because the guy I saw was that dude wearing pink. He had pink on. He looked like he was just coming from a Dipset video shoot. And he was like, hey, there you go. I almost feel like I seen some fronts in his mouth. I'm not sure. Am I wrong? I'm not trying to lie. You might have had
you trying to say Jazzy Fizzle lost some weight?
Listen, bro, it was horrible. It was bad, man. K-Raw, salute. Salute down in weight. No, listen, Big Baby cannot even entertain moving down in weight if he's not going to be disciplined and committed to the sport. To move down in weight is a discipline. It's a commitment. It's going to hurt. It's going to be eating right. It's going to be staying in shape all year round, not coming up from heavyweight. You know what I mean? Like, he's not doing that. He can't even commit to the fight that he was in against a guy whose pants was falling down every other round in the fight. Right. He was fighting a legitimate poo-putt, and it looked super competitive. The poo-putt was catching him with left hands. You know what I'm saying? Catching him with some shots. It was horrible, and he was disenchanted. The corner's talking to Jared, and Jared looking up in space. He's not even like really like being receptive to the instructions. He's not a happy person, bro. He's not into boxing, and this is going to be dangerous for him in the heavyweight division to have that type of attitude. You're asking to get hurt. World class 3. Shout out to Bill has the mouthpiece. And can Dev avenge Ryan the beatdown? My concern. Does Dev have the confidence like Errol bounce back after a bad car wreck?
It's a great question.
Time will tell, man.
Time
will tell, man.
I don't know. You think it was as bad as it looked, or you think it was just it looked bad? And it was bad. Like which one was?
What are you talking about right now? You talking to Warrior Class about Devin, or you talking about?
I'm just saying, Jeff. Yeah. Well, yeah, that question.
You're not talking about Jared. You're talking about Devin. Okay.
Super chat. No, I'm asking. I'm just asking. It's
right.
I want to know the opinions of everyone. Like,
right. Yep.
Was it bad because it looked bad, or was it bad because you think the results were bad? Like, the beatdown was just really took some toll, because we seen him in London punching, right? He looked good. He's been back at work. He's been training ever since. I mean, I don't know. And I'm not making excuses or whatever. I'm just saying, like, we've seen him in action, right? I mean, that one didn't look good in the amusement park with the carnival guy, but other than that, I mean, we see them in action. We see them in places. Jeez. Pandora, the Tower Inferno. Why they got these little behind chairs they sit in? Look like they all like 8 feet tall, like basketball players.
Yeah, my bad. I was kind of zoned out listening to Xander do what I said he's been doing. You know what I mean? He's talking about the big fights. Xander's eyes is talking about the biggest fights possible at 154. He thinks he's there. He talks about it. He thinks he has the youth. He thinks he has the athleticism. He thinks he has the hunger. He said all of the right things. He's saying all of the right things. Unfortunately, he just hasn't been tested in a way to where we can see that that's what it is. And he can very well, and I'm going to take him at his word. I'm going to take him at his word and say that that's where he's at right now. But we know what he's saying and where he's saying he's at. We know what that looks like in the ring. We're going to be looking to see that tonight with Slaughter Bowman. Like, I hear you. And it's good to know that you need to be all those things that you went down the list and said that you were. You understanding what the value of those things. But tonight we need to see it.
Agreed. 100% agreed.
There you go. You heard Tim Bradley, right?
Yep.
You guys have to hear. You got to listen to this channel when we're talking about this boxing game, bro. We love this game. We talk about it like that, bro. I told you guys. What did Jim just said? He sees this game ready to be fight of the year. It's checking all those boxes, man. L-Dub boxing in the eliminator, especially with Bud fighting Canelo this year. I love it. I love it, L-Dub. I love it. I love it, L-Dub. 100% agree with you. I 100% am there with you, man.
Something else, man. It's going to be a tough fight. And look, he gets past this fight, he doesn't need to move sideways or backwards. That's to our our earlier in the week or last week conversation, right? He doesn't need to move sideways no more. He needs to move forward. And
You mean like in
that's
the
not,
ring?
huh?
In the ring?
No. Career wise, like his
Yeah,
next,
career wise, exactly.
right.
Yes,
He doesn't need to go toward the Commonwealth because that's moving laterally.
right.
He needs to move up. You know what I mean? That's a fight that, like I was saying before, why go left? Why go right when you can go forward? You know what I mean? If you're gonna go for somebody, go for the elite.
Right.
You know, take that risk there. Don't take that risk somewhere else. If you're gonna do that, take someone that's a B minus. You know what I mean? And put them there to display some more magic. Get
Right.
your skills. You know what I mean? Work on some things before you make that next leap. Don't go somebody that's equal to you because this is where you're at now. And you don't want to do that too many times because then you're playing with fire. That was my point.
Right. Shout out to Warrior Class 3. But at one point, Floyd was favoring Dev over Tank because
He still was.
he used the Philly shell, but Ryan washed Dev, but Tank outsmarted Ryan. Let me read it one more time. But at one point, Floyd was favoring Dev over Tank. That's a fact. Because defensively, he used the Philly shell. That's a fact. Ryan washed Dev. Okay. I mean, did he wash him?
Really?
But Tank outsmarted Ryan. I mean, I think everything on its own, like you made like 3 points in this. So Ryan washing Dev, I understand where you're coming from, and I almost can co-sign it, right? Because I always say whenever I talk about it that as far as a fight was concerned, Ryan beat Dev up in a fight. In a boxing match, Dev won any round that he won was based off the fundamentals of boxing and him staying true to that. But when it came time for them both to fight each other, Ryan won every single one of the fights. So what happened in that fight? Well, what happened in that fight is Devin wasn't true to himself, the boxer. He wasn't true to himself, the boxer. Dev is not a fighter. He's fought before in sparring and done things that we've seen on tape and everything like that. But ultimately in the ring, we've seen before Ryan, or I've seen before Ryan, him get into fights and how those turn out. And ultimately, I've seen Devin acknowledge that he's not a fighter by the way he reacts when he gets into a fight. When he fought Regis Prograis, he had opportunities to stop him. You saw him be reluctant to engage in the melee because he was honest with himself about what he thought about himself as a fighter. When he fought Ryan, he went against that. He let his father gas him and say, throw the brick, don't worry about it, throw the brick in. And he fought in a way that he doesn't normally fight, and he suffered because of it, right? He suffered the loss because of it. So I understand where you're going with that. And as far as Tank outsmarting Ryan, yeah, bro, 100%. And Dev should have done the same exact thing. And as far as that Philly shell, listen, man, that's how you looked at 130, 135, bro. 140, it gets a little different, doesn't it? Especially when somebody comes in at 143, you know what I'm saying, who doesn't even come and hit the weight. So it's a whole different conversation. But I feel you, World Class. I feel you. Go ahead. I'm sure.
No, cool. I'm saying the same thing. I'm with it. The Washington part, I mean, I guess he had his moments. If anything was a wash, it was you got to look at, like as Clay said, boxing. When you put the rounds together and you put the fights together, the boxing is the wash. You know what I mean? Other than the knockdowns, like I asked this question, right? Then I say, other than the knockdowns in that fight, who wins that fight?
Yeah, if Devin boxes, he wins the fight.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Other than just eliminate the knockdowns. What are we looking at? We're looking at a whole different fight. Those knockdowns brought Ryan back. They put Ryan into that fight. They actually gave him the win because they just looked brutal. And as you said, it was a fight. It became more of a alleyway beatdown, right? At that point with those knockdowns. So we take that for granted, right? And then we take the situation of Tank being outsmarting Ryan. Did he really outsmart Ryan, or was just Ryan that hungry for money?
Right.
You know what I mean? I guess you can say so. You know what I mean? Because that money played a big part.
I think there was a lot of body language in that fight that
right.
Just
it played a big part.
The body language is that when Ryan fought, he won. When he stopped fighting, Devin won. I think that's what you can see when you watch the fight.
Right.
When Devin won, Ryan wasn't fighting. Ryan was either tired or, you know what I'm saying, not letting his hands go, whatever anybody wants to say. and Devin was able to capitalize on those moments and take those wins.
Right.
But when Ryan Garcia fought, when he let his hands go every single time, he hurt Dev. Yep. And that's something for Ryan is going to take into consideration to his next fight. He's going to let his hands go even more. And now Devin feeling the power, being buckled, being hurt. How's he going to react to that? Is he going to have PTSD? He's going to be gunshot? Because no matter what anybody sees from the outside looking into the ring, the fighters have this experience and they know the truth that other people don't know. They understand the reality of, I know people have opinions.
Shout out to Jay Pitt.
Yeah, there's the reality of the fact that as I was boxing, I was finding success. But are you going to be honest with yourself and say that Ryan Garcia wasn't in shape, that in those rounds he wasn't letting his hands go, and that every single time Ryan Garcia let his hands go, he hurt Dev every time? Because we can count the 2 knockdowns or 3 knockdowns that they counted, but we can also look at the other times when he just fell out and they didn't count the countdown and know that the reason he fell out is because he was hurt. That's why he fell down. You know what I'm saying? It was because Ryan was hurting him. There was multiple things going on.
Absolutely.
Going on in that fight.
I agree.
Now, I want to see, did Vito Melenicki fight yet? No, he didn't fight yet, right? He's on the main card.
Right.
Vito Melenicki. I definitely want to see him fight
tonight. Now,
this is like some like lightweights.
It's after 8 o'clock. This should be the main card now, shouldn't it?
I think after this fight.
9 o'clock.
I don't even know who these dudes are.
All right.
You know,
I'm gonna miss you after this anyway. So
okay, Brian Santiago. You know him?
Who?
Brian Santiago. You know, he's his debut. These guys like.
I never heard of him. He's probably an amateur. 1-1 and 1.
Yeah, these dudes are like little dudes.
Bantamweight.
Salute, Freedom.
Peace.
Salute, J Pitt.
Well, he punched like Hector Camacho, bro.
Listen, man, you from the island, right?
Huh?
You Mexican or you from Puerto Rico? Jesus.
Puerto Rico, but he punches like you didn't see his punches. How he was coming up.
In Puerto Rico, that's who he should be, like Camacho.
We'll see his footwork. We'll find out, right? We'll find out. Look like Danny Garcia a little bit.
Eddie Claudio. Shout out to Freedom March for the support. Thank you. Let's go. Top of the first round. Are you ready? Bell goes off. They meet each other in the center of the ring.
I think he drops him right near the end of the round.
The straight left by, I believe, De Jesus, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, nice check right hook by De Jesus. He's sitting pretty flat, taking his time, trying to be relaxed, trying to time him, keeping that jab out there. And Santiago trying to, use the whole entire ring, trying to move around, stay on the outside, stay on that high guard, feigning shots to the body, feigning shots to the top of the head. And boom, nice check hook by De Jesus, catching him coming in.
Yeah.
Nice double jab, feinted the jab. Nice, caught him. Boom, laid him out. Jesus caught him with a straight left hand. Laid him out. He done. He looked like he posing for a rap video. Nah, he's done. Yeah. He's done.
Bro.
What? He's talking. What are you talking about? What's wrong with you? You don't understand that they count.
No, he's trying to drive a car, bro. Look.
What is he doing? Yeah. He doesn't understand that he's counting to 10. You can't even stand up.
He was asking the ref where the steering wheel at. You didn't see him?
Bro, what was he saying to the ref? He looked confused, and the ref waved it off into the 10 count. He's like, no, what? You didn't you see it was a 10 count? You don't understand what's happening? It's a 10 count. He's giving you an opportunity to get up. What's going on here? No, what's wrong with your face, bro? What are you complaining about? Looks like you saying he doesn't know where he's at. He got laid out. It is what it is. It is what it is. You definitely missed a Mason fight, missed a big play, Bray. He stopped him, I think, what, round 6?
Yeah.
Round 6 or 4? Was it 4?
Fast, bro. Oh, Mason 4th round.
Warrior Class 3. I appreciate it, man. We all appreciate the boxing knowledge and commentary, no doubt, man. Was that insane, JR? You caught him with that straight left hand. Boop. What are you doing, bro? Yeah, Mason fought already. He was asking the ref where he was. Is that what it was? He was looking at the ref and he had his hands like this. And
he was like, yo, where my pillow at?
Where my pillow at? I'm going to be honest with you what it looked like. Like, I'm going to really be honest with you. It looked like he was showing his hands as if he was standing, like he didn't know he was laying down. If you watch it, he had his hands together and he looked like he was trying to show the ref his hands. And he was, as the ref was counting, he was nodding his head like this, like, I'm here. I'm here. And when the ref waved it off, he kind of acted like, what are you talking about? I told you, like, it didn't look like he was real. He realized that he was horizontal. He thought he was vertical. Watch it. Rewind it right now. Watch it. Tell me I'm bugging. That's not what he did. He thought he was up. He thought he was standing up. Watch this. Ready? Watch this. Look at his hands. Boop. Oh, yeah, that was right on the chin. That was right on the chin. Look at him. Look at him. Oh, beautiful, bro. Beautiful. Oh, yeah, bro. He thought he was standing up. He thought he was standing up. Salute Beth and Anil. Yeah, right, Beth? Yeah, bro.
I don't know, Clay. Looked like he sat up like he was trying to drive the car, bro.
Yeah, bro. But the thing about it was, as the ref was counting, he was communicating with the ref and letting the ref know that he was okay. Like, he was speaking to ref like, I hear you. Okay.
He was asking for his keys, bro.
Okay.
Give me my keys. Yeah, the ref laughing. You see the ref just smile at him. He said something to him and laugh.
Juan Mita Lopez de Jesus. Home Puerto Rico.
Damn, better watch out, bro.
Okay, I don't know about all that.
No.
Like that. The dude's consciousness was reset 100%, JR. I mean, even when he tried to get up and the ref tried to get him up, he still was like the ref had to hold him like he was falling down. He got really cooked bad. That left hand woke him up and put him back to sleep and then woke him back up. Look at this. Boop. And that head hit the ground. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Look on the ground like, what are you talking about? What do you mean? What are you talking about? You ain't hear me screaming out 1, 2, 3. Fingers all in your face.
I don't know. You paint a good picture, Clay.
Hey, he's like doing all that, and dude sitting up there like, I'm good. I'm good. Stop counting. Stop counting.
But you painting that picture real good.
It's the truth.
Man, Bob Ross, where he at? We find him. He's somewhere in this. He's somewhere in this damn building. Yeah, I'm telling you, that boy thought he was in an amusement park. What do you mean I can't get on this ride?
All right, guys, the main card is about to start.
Yeah, I'm gonna take off, man.
I'm about to take it over to the Blue Blood. This was the prelim party. This is a little prelim party. Guys, come on over to Blue Blood. We're gonna be doing the main card over there, building over there. I appreciate you guys showing up, man. I appreciate you guys, man, showing up to the channel, man. Thank you for all the support. Freedom March, Warrior Class, showing love all night long. RC showing love. Thank you guys. Thank you guys, man. We heading over to Blue Blood.
Yes, sir. Yep. Catch you.